nighttime. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Washington Redskins and the Seattle Seahawks.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Now Haskins on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Haskins gets this to Reed. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called. Fire out and smack people.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try and get it with Geis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Following the penalty, it's Geis. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins.
We have no idea how the season is going to turn out. It's only the first drive. But if it does turn out to be a storybook season, we'll look back at this one as the great beginning.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now it's Wilson. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Carson, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run on first down. Carson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On second down now. It's Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the 45 on second down, Haskins. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. To throw again on second down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Wilson to throw.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Now it's Wilson. He's going to... That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Higbee. As the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Haskins. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This time they stay on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Spot.
This is Carson, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Seahawks. First down.
On first down, Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. On third down, Wilson gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, second-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Robert Kimdichie. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Haskins to throw. Got a man, that's Quinn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On first down, this is Geis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Doxson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run with Geis. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Well, some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Thompson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20. Five-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Fighting to stay upright. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 28. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jonathan Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So he was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 14. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. A gain of 6 there on first. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They are on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And not much trouble for the 49ers in that one. They open the lead a bit further. Jimmy Garoppolo, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. Here we go with Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is it?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Now it's Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wilson now off the bootleg. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. It puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, it's Carson. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Seahawks, it was a game that could...